All right. So what do people do then?
So what we've seen, obviously is that, so a lot of times factories, I'm sure you've heard of incentives, rebates. So what happens is when a factory overbuilds and they make, they have this glut of cars, they have to have a way to help customers, to inspire customers to buy. And so they create these incentives. Hey, here's a $3,000 incentive and here's this, and that to go buy the car. Well, right now, most of the factories have taken all incentives away. I mean, we have very little. So now it's only on the dealer to discount if they're going to do a discount. And so we've seen not just ours, but most of my friends at other dealers, they're saying, this is the best we've ever had in gross. So we're making more money now. And we think this will go on for a little while, but we also anticipate there's going to be an inventory correction. And we'll probably, I was hopeful it would be in October. I actually want the correction because I have 14 cars on my lot and I usually have 120. 14, it's nuts, big, huge gaps and spaces. But we anticipate that probably by November, December, we'll have a correction. And probably for sure the first of the year, you'll start to see a price reduction. Now, that leads me to this. For folks that are wanting to buy or sell right now, so there's two things that they can make a decision on. So right now, their trade-in is worth the most it'll ever be, probably ever, right now. So although they're going to pay more for their car to buy, they're also getting a better – at the end of the day, a good dealership, guys, is like this. If you're trading in, look, you're going to buy a car from me, and I want a good deal on it. And you're going to buy a car from me, and you want a good deal on it, right? So in other words, your trade-in, you're going to give me a good deal on that trade-in. And I'm also going to give you a good deal on my car that I'm selling you. See what I'm saying? And that's fair. Again, it's not the old dealership where he's charging way over retail, and I'm going to ask wholesale for your trade-in. When the customers start coming in saying, well, no, I'm gonna pay wholesale for your car that you're selling to me, and you're gonna pay retail for my trade-in. Mm-hmm. So now it's just sort of like, let's meet in the middle. And so right now, if it's not a terrible time to buy, selection's very low, so that does hurt. If you're very picky, it's not gonna be a good time to buy. But again, if you're wanting to get the premium amount for your trade-in, it's definitely, especially if you have a truck. I mean, I've seen people that have said, I just drove my truck for the past 2 years for free, basically. I mean, that's a real thing, guys. And so also when you trade in, if you didn't lease it, you get what's called a trade tax credit in the state of Idaho, which means you get 6% of whatever that value is. So that can help you. So if you get a really strong trade number, you might, let's just say your trade's worth $20,000 and you're looking at a $20,000 car, you would pay no sales tax on that, to make it simple. So so you're going to get the highest number on your trade, but again, you're probably going to pay. So there's deals to be had still. For us, our sedans actually still have incentives on them. So, there are good deals to be had. Again, you can't be too picky on inventory, but just know that eventually your trade number is going to get back to normal, but also our pricing should get back to normal as well. So it's not like it's not a double whammy. It's pretty, at least the good dealers out there are being fair about it.
So, I don't know, like if there happens to be a customer who's looking to buy a car for a up-and-coming teenage driver, I don't know, maybe that's too specific, but they might need to wait for a little bit until things correct. Because otherwise, what I'm hearing is I'm not going to find a great deal anywhere, especially for a car that I don't need anything fancy. I mean, honestly, if it were... Yeah. I mean, I want safety for my kids, but besides that,
I don't think so much you got to find a great deal. It depends on what we consider to be a great deal. Because if a great deal is, I'm going to pay more for that car than I think I'm overpaying for that car. Again, the market dictates what is a good deal, right? Mm-hmm. So if I feel like I'm paying what everyone else is paying, then I guess that's a good deal. And maybe, yes, I'm paying more for this car than I would have even a year ago, but you're also going to be getting more for your trade-in. So it's kind of like... I think the biggest thing would be is that the selection's just not going to be there, right? So you're going to have to really lower those expectations of wanting to get exactly what you want to get. So there's that.
It really sounds like the housing market, but with a better chance of correction.
Mm-hmm. Right. It is really like that, actually.
So I heard within the next couple of quarters, things should kind of start to normalize just a bit.
As long as no factories... like tire factories, like burn down.
Don't need any more fires.
I know.